In a world that moves at the speed of light, where airplanes cross continents as effortlessly as the wind crosses mountain peaks, many people still believe that travel is simply moving from one place to another. But the truth is far deeper. This documentary is not a traditional travel guide. It is not a collection of dry tips. It is not a list of tourist attractions to visit. This documentary is a journey within the journey. It is a camera exploring the hidden world of travel. It is the narrator's voice whispering to you the secrets that never appear in travel brochures. Throughout this journey, we will reveal to you how airlines think before you even think. How ticket prices are calculated in the shadows. Why flights are delayed without telling you the real reasons. How bags are opened without leaving a trace. How luggage tags are swapped for purposes you cannot imagine. What happens to your suitcase in the dark tunnels of airports. Why 23 kilograms became the global baggage limit. Why some hotels hide certain rooms from the eyes of guests. Why some cities design their transportation to confuse tourists. We will not only tell you what to do, we will tell you how to think. We will give you the tools, not just the instructions. We will give you the eyes that see what others do not see, and the ears that hear what is not said, and the mind that connects the small details that make the big difference. This is the Smart Travelers documentary. This is your complete guide to traveling the world with confidence, clarity, and mastery. Because travel is not luck. Travel is a system, a delicate architecture of details. When you understand it, your journey transforms from ordinary to smooth, safe, enjoyable, and unforgettable. Booking a flight is never just about choosing a date or clicking a button. It is a negotiation with a system that watches you, learns from you, and adjusts itself every time you refresh the page. Airlines do not sell seats. They sell timing, demand, and probability. Every price you see on your screen is not random. It is the result of an algorithm that reacts to your behavior, your location, your device, and even the time of day you are searching. The price on your screen changes hundreds of times a day. It is influenced by demand patterns on the same route, the history of the route you want to travel, and even your own digital footprint left behind while browsing. For this reason, the first rule of booking a flight is to disappear. You open your browser in incognito mode, not because you are hiding from the world, but because you are hiding from the algorithm that raises prices the moment it senses your interest. The algorithm sees you searching for the same flight more than once, so it thinks you urgently need it. And when it thinks you urgently need something, it increases the price. Not because the flight has become more expensive, but because you have become more in need of it. This is the first rule. Do not let the algorithm know you are interested. But incognito browsing alone is not enough. The second trick is to completely change your virtual location. There are small tools called VPNs, short for Virtual Private Network. You may have heard of them before, but did you know they can save you 30% off your ticket price? This is not fantasy, it is mathematical reality. When you turn on the VPN, you make your phone or computer appear as if it is in another country. You choose Turkey, for example, or India, or Argentina. Then you open the airline's website again. The system no longer sees you as a traveler from the United States or Europe. It sees you as a traveler from Turkey, or from India, or from Argentina. And ticket prices differ from one country to another, because purchasing power differs from one citizen to another. What might cost you $800 in America, you might find for $500 if you search from India. The same flight, the same seat, the same day, the same flight number. The only difference is your IP address. The price difference can reach $300, which is sometimes the price of a whole domestic ticket. All because you only changed your virtual location. There is a true story of a traveler who wanted to travel from New York to London. He opened his browser, searched for the flight, and saw the price, $866. He closed the browser without booking. Then he opened a new window in incognito mode. He activated his VPN and chose India as his virtual location. Then he returned to the same airline's website. The same flight, the same day, the same seat, everything the same. The new price? Exactly $500. He saved $369. He did nothing except press a button. This story is not rare. It is the natural result of understanding how the system thinks. The names of trusted VPN services used by professional travelers are well known. Among them are NordVPN, Surfshark, and ExpressVPN. These services not only hide your location, but encrypt all your data. But remember that a free VPN may be more dangerous than not using one. Because if the product is free, then you are often the product being sold. Only use paid and trusted VPN services. Now let us talk about timing. Flights do not reward very early booking, nor do they reward last-minute gambling. They reward the traveler who understands the seasonal rhythm of ticket prices. International flights reach their best prices when booked 2.5 to 4 months before departure. Why this exact timing? Because airlines, 4 months in advance, begin pricing seats competitively. If you book 6 months in advance, you are too early, and prices are still high because airlines are testing the market. If you book only 1 month in advance, you are too late, seats are starting to run out, and prices rise again. The golden window is between 2.5 and 4 months. For domestic flights, the golden window narrows to 1 to 2 months before departure only. Then there is a special type of flight that no one talks about much. It is the night flight, or what pilots call the red eye. Those flights that depart after midnight, taking off when the whole world is asleep. They take off in complete darkness, and arrive with the first light of the early morning sun. The prices of these flights are much lower than daytime flights. And the quietness on board is unmatched. Why? Because those who travel at 3 in the morning are not usually traveling for tourism, but out of necessity. So the cabin is almost empty. The traveler who chooses a night flight not only saves money, but also gains a rare peace in the noisy world of travel. Let us move to a trick most travelers do not know, which may seem illogical at first glance. Multi-city tickets. In normal human logic, going to one city and returning from it should be cheaper than going to 2 different cities. But airlines do not operate on human logic. They operate on statistical and mathematical logic. There are air routes with very high demand, such as New York to Paris. And there may be another route, such as Rome to New York, that does not see the same demand. The dynamic pricing system of airlines works to balance demand between these routes. The result may be surprising. You may find that a ticket from New York to Paris, then from Rome to New York, is cheaper than a simple round trip between New York and Paris. Yes, adding a second city to your flight route may lower the price, instead of increasing it. Why? Because the airline wants to fill seats on the Rome to New York route that is not in high demand. So it pays you exactly. It offers you a lower price for the entire flight to agree to be a passenger on that less demanded route. This is what professionals call multi-city booking. It is a tool most ordinary travelers do not know, but it exists on major booking platforms such as Google Flights, Skyscanner, Momondo, Hopper, Trip.com, Kiwi, and Kayak. All you need is to press the multi-city button instead of the round-trip button. Then you enter your departure and return cities, and add a third city in the middle or at the end. The traveler who understands this game does not travel in a straight line, back and forth. He plans his journey as an arc, starting from one city, ending in another, and perhaps sleeping in between in a third city. One trip, 3 cities, sometimes a lower price than a simple trip between 2 cities. Now let us talk about the laws that protect you. The laws the booking agent at the travel agency does not tell you about, because it is not in their interest for you to know. These laws exist in Europe, America, and elsewhere. And airlines always bet that the average traveler does not know their rights. Let us start with Europe. There is a law called EC 261, with a unified European number. This law states that if your flight is delayed for more than 3 hours, or if the flight is completely cancelled, or if you are denied boarding because the airline sold more tickets than available seats. In all these cases, you are entitled to financial compensation of up to 600 euros. 600 euros in cash, you ask for it and you receive it, not discount vouchers or free meals. But how many travelers around the world know of this law's existence? Very, very few. And the rest accept the verbal apology from the airline employee, or accept a discount voucher for a future flight they may never use, or accept a small bag of nuts and a cold smile. In the United States, the rule is different but equally powerful. It is the 24-hour rule. It states that if you book a flight directly from a U.S. airline, and not from a third-party travel agency, then you have a full 24 hours, from the moment of completing the booking, to cancel the ticket without any financial penalty. Even if the ticket is of the non-refundable type, which says, non-refundable, in big letters. Even if you chose the cheapest economy class on the plane. You have 24 hours. Whatever the reason for cancellation, even if you suddenly change your mind an hour after booking, just call the airline and cancel. No questions, no excuses, no fees. Then there is the case of overbooking. This happens when you arrive at the airport, standing in the boarding queue for the plane, and suddenly you hear the terrifying phrase no traveler ever wants to hear. The flight is completely full, and we are looking for volunteers to give up their seats for compensation. At that moment, you possess power you do not know. If you are forcibly denied boarding, not voluntarily, then your legal rights include the following. Immediate cash compensation commensurate with your ticket price and the delay in reaching your final destination. Free meals throughout your waiting time at the airport. Free hotel if the wait extends to the next day. And an alternative flight at the earliest possible time, not at any time convenient for the airline. These laws exist because airlines bet on your ignorance of them. The smart traveler does not ignore his rights. He knows EC 261 by heart, knows the 24-hour rule, and knows his rights in case of overbooking. And he turns these rules into power, into cash compensation, into an alternative flight, instead of his frustration turning into surrender. But the matter does not stop at laws only. Let us talk about the search tools professionals use. Platforms such as Google Flights, Skyscanner, Momondo, Hopper, Trip.com, Kiwi, and Kayak. They are not just ordinary search engines, they are AI-powered systems. They analyze millions of prices daily, detect seasonal patterns, and expose hidden deals that airlines never advertise. If you want to track the price of a specific flight over time, not buy immediately. Use the Hopper app or the price tracking feature on Google Flights. These tools will send you an alert as soon as the price of your flight of interest drops. You will not have to open the website every day and refresh the page hundreds of times. Technology will work for you, not against you. Now, let us talk about the world of low-cost carriers. These companies have completely transformed the air travel industry in the past 2 decades. They offer tickets at prices that sometimes seem like a joke, $20 or €30. But the price of these low tickets is very strict rules. No free checked baggage usually. No free meals, even a cup of water you might have to pay for. No advanced seat selection, and if you want to choose, you pay extra. But if you understand the rules of these companies, they open up the world to you at unbelievable prices. In Europe, the most famous of these companies are Ryanair, EasyJet, Wizz Air, Vueling, Eurowings, Jet2, Norwegian, Transavia, Volotea, and Pegasus. In Asia, you will find AirAsia dominating the skies, and Scoot, Indigo, SpiceJet, Cebu Pacific, Jetstar Asia, Peach Aviation, and Vietjet Air. In the Middle East, there are Fly Dubai, Air Arabia, Flynas, and Jazeera Airways. In North America, Southwest, Spirit, Frontier, Allegiant, and Sun Country. In South America, GOL, Azul, Sky Airline, and Viva Air. In Africa, FastJet, Flysafair, and Mango Airlines. All these companies offer flights at prices that may be 70% lower than traditional carriers. But they require you to read the small print, the very small print in the contract of carriage. Understanding the rules is the difference between paying an extra $10 for a regular ticket and being surprised by fees double the original ticket price at the boarding gate. Finally, let us summarize the keys to smart booking. Always use incognito browsing, and do not let the algorithm track your interest. Use a VPN to change your virtual location, especially to countries with lower purchasing power. Book international flights 2.5 to 4 months in advance. Book domestic flights 1 to 2 months in advance. Consider night flights, they are cheaper and quieter. Try multi-city booking, it might save you money even if you add an extra city. Remember your legal rights, EC 261 in Europe, the 24-hour rule in America, and compensation in case of overbooking. Use advanced search tools and price tracking. And know when to fly low-cost airlines, and read their small print carefully. Because all these tools together are what turn an ordinary traveler into a smart traveler. And the smart traveler does not just book a trip, he outsmarts a system designed to stay one step ahead or more.